DerpyCon 2024, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. DerpyCon was a multi-genre convention held from October 25th through 27th, 2024 at the Hyatt Regency New Brunswick in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Let's see how they did. For the good, the hotel registration process was very simple. DerpyCon had an excellent room block with a lot of rooms available. It was easy to get a room, and it's one of the big selling points of this con. We got to stay in one of the newly renovated hotel rooms at the Hyatt, which was very nice. The beds were excellent. The pillows could have been a little bit better, but the room setup overall was very good. We did have one minor problem with our shower door. It was a little bit weird in its operation. Now, we had other people staying on site. They had issues in a newly renovated room with hot water and their television remote / television not working very well. Thursday badge pickup was very easy and very efficient. Guidebook was back again this year at DerpyCon, and it was really well done, and it was very easy to use, and I love seeing cons have Guidebook despite it being expensive. The video game room again this year was excellent. It offered a wide array of video game consoles, in-port arcade cabinets, and pinball machines. I love the Idol Showcase. It was very efficiently done. The performances were great. Uncle Yo as a host was excellent, and they had everybody out of the room in about an hour. It was really well executed. I wish Con Masquerades would be this well executed. It was a great show. The convention had an excellent Saturday crowd. It was very busy. It was the busiest day of the convention. Had a good Sunday too. It's really impressive how well DerpyCon is doing, especially on Saturday. If you like exploring the area, they have a lot of food options in the area. This is Ramen Nagomi. Excellent. Some of the best ramen I've ever had at a convention. They have a lot of different other options in the area, and you just have to get out to explore. Yes, it's a little bit of a walking distance, but it's not too bad, and the area's food options are another thing that helps DerpyCon be really good. Big thing that showed this year was the convention had additional staff day of, which it seemed last year there was a lot of people stressed, a lot of people running around. This year the staff just in general seemed calmer and honestly a lot happier, and I'm glad they got additional volunteers and staff to work with the event, and it's definitely something that showed this year. For the bad, what was absolutely bad? Nothing. For the ugly, what should have been better? I will say the hotel stay here is quite expensive at the Hyatt. If you stay for all 3 days of the convention, those costs will add up very quickly, and this year the parking was quite expensive. I wasn't too thrilled about seeing what it cost to park here, but I guess if you want to participate in the con all the days, unless you can commute, it is a cost of doing business, sadly. DerpyCon admitted this year that they had only a limited amount of staff working on the convention year-round. I'm hoping with the large amount of staff that joined day of this year and volunteers, some of those will come on to help plan the convention throughout the year. This would allow more communication with attendees, allow events to be planned earlier, and allow communication about those events to be sent to attendees earlier. I'm surprised more attendees did not comment about the reduced content this year. The convention did not have a maid cafe, and they did not have a manga library. We don't know why they didn't have the maid cafe as far as I'm aware. We do know the manga library was held by Anime Next, and unfortunately they are in limbo right now. The convention compensated by essentially having another panels room, which for me as a panelist is perfectly fine. I love additional panel rooms. But I'm very surprised more attendees did not comment about the maid cafe and the manga library being missing. It makes me ask questions whether they might be necessary to bring back in the future. It just seems there's no buzz around them being gone. Overall, DerpyCon had another solid year. The increased staffing was very noticeable and seemed to relieve stress among the staff. DerpyCon fills a unique slot among local conventions. This is a convention that you could actually book a little bit later in the year. Maybe your other events didn't pan out as intended. You can still get hotel rooms and still attend a really good con, instead of like most other cons where you have to plan to attend it about a year ahead of time at this point or more. DerpyCon needs to work that angle. It is a really good angle for them to have, that you could just come and have a great time, still get hotel rooms, and just have fun. Usually after a couple of good conventions in a row, I like to start talking about major changes. What do they need to do to grow and continue moving forward? I instead would rather like to see DerpyCon have another solid, stable year before we start talking about things like that. What's my final grade? I'm giving DerpyCon a B+. I think they had a very solid year. I look forward to see what they do next year. Thanks for watching.